As Kelly Ripa is celebrating a major daytime milestone, she is also pondering her future on Live with Kelly and Mark. Ahead of Ripa's 25th anniversary on Live this Friday, February 20th, the co-host revealed that she doesn't plan on staying with the show for the long haul, but that doesn't mean it should conclude with her. I always say this job and this place is so special that I really do believe in this show as a franchise. It's a franchise show, Ripa told Decider. Before me, there was Regis, Philbin, and Kathy Lee Gifford. And before Kathy Lee, there was Regis and a myriad of other hosts. I believe this show will continue on for as long as linear television exists. I believe that there are too many talented people out there that really deserve the opportunity to find their own audience and grow the audience the way they see fit. As for when exactly Ripa will step away, that remains unclear at the moment. I don't intend on working for the rest of my life. But I think we'll all make that decision when the time comes, she said, adding that in the meantime, there's a way to sort of get new people on board and have them test co-hosts and get the audience used to other people. I think it's important. I love this show too much to see it sort of ever end with us. It's not the first time that Ripa has opened up about her future with the long-running morning talker. In a July 2025 episode of her podcast, Let's Talk Off Camera, with guest Oprah Winfrey, Ripa admitted that she is considering leaving Live, which she now co-hosts with her husband Mark Consuelos. And when it comes to such a big career decision, who better to get advice from than Winfrey? I've been at the talk show now for 25 years, so I'm asking for a friend. How did you know it was time to step away? Ripa asked the legendary talk show host. First of all, it's not time for you to step away. And if I were advising you, I would say absolutely not, Winfrey replied adamantly, because you and Mark are in a groove, and that groove continues to work. Whereas the sometimes heavy topics discussed on her own program wore her down, Winfrey told Ripa, you have fun and it's easy, and it's light enough and serious enough when it needs to be, and it's not a grind. Winfrey went on to emphasize the importance of what Ripa does, and the impact it has on those tuning in. Don't let go of the platform that you have. Do not do it. Don't even consider it, Winfrey said. Because I feel that the reach that you have, the audience that you've built, the family that you've created, both inside the studio and in the rest of the world, is really more vital and important now than ever before. Ripa was in agreement and described how the time she spent in hospitals with family members has opened her eyes up to the meaningfulness of the daytime talker. When you host a talk show or a talk show like ours where we don't really cover heavy topics, it is appointment viewing in all of those chemotherapy labs and all of those rooms where people receive their treatments because it's not anxiety-inducing, Ripa shared. And so, I have to remember that when I'm thinking, is it time? Is it time? I have to remember that there are certain people that I will never know who count on me right now, who are counting on me and counting on the show. When Ripa first took her seat at the live desk in 2001, she didn't imagine she'd still be there 25 years later. I honestly didn't think I'd last 3 years, she has admitted before. Back then, she was stepping into a legacy already in motion. The show had been shaped by icons like Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford, personalities who defined daytime television for an entire generation. Ripa arrived with her soap star background, quick wit, and unmistakable laugh. She wasn't trying to replace anyone. She was simply trying to survive. Instead, she built something enduring. Over the years, the co-host chair beside her changed, from Philbin to Michael Strahan, to Ryan Seacrest, and now to her husband, Mark Consuelos. Through every transition, Ripa remained a constant. But constants don't last forever. It's a franchise show. Ahead of her 25th anniversary episode, Ripa spoke candidly about her perspective on the show's future. This job and this place is so special, she said. I really do believe in this show as a franchise. It's a franchise show. That word, franchise, matters. To Ripa, Live isn't about one host or one era. It's a format, a platform, a living, evolving conversation. Before her, there was Regis and Kathy Lee. Before Kathy Lee, Regis shared the stage with others. The show has always adapted. I believe this show will continue on for as long as linear television exists, she explained. It was not a farewell speech. But it wasn't a promise of permanence either. Not forever, but not yet. Ripa is clear about one thing. She doesn't intend to work forever. I don't intend on working for the rest of my life, she admitted. It's a rare moment of vulnerability from someone who has spent decades radiating energy before most viewers have had their first cup of coffee. The truth is simple. 25 years of early mornings, relentless schedules, and constant public visibility takes its toll, even when you love what you do. Still, Ripa insists that the decision to leave won't be rushed. We'll all make that decision when the time comes, she said. There's no countdown clock. No secret deadline. Just the understanding that life eventually shifts. Planning for the future. What's striking about Ripa's outlook is that she isn't clinging to ownership of the show. In fact, she wants it to thrive beyond her tenure. There's a way to sort of get new people on board and have them test co-hosts and get the audience used to other people, she explained. I think it's important. I love this show too much to see it sort of ever end with us. For someone who has been the face of Liv for a quarter century, that's a surprisingly selfless stance. She doesn't want Liv to fade out because she steps away. She wants it to evolve. The Oprah conversation. Ripa's thoughts about stepping back didn't appear overnight. In a July 2025 episode of her podcast, Let's Talk Off Camera, she posed a question that had clearly been sitting in her heart. Her guest that day, none other than Oprah Winfrey. If you're considering leaving a talk show legacy, who better to consult than the woman who redefined the genre? I've been at the talk show now for 25 years, Ripa said. How did you know it was time to step away? It wasn't a casual inquiry. It was the kind of question you ask when you're quietly measuring your own next chapter. Oprah's firm advice. Winfrey didn't hesitate. First of all, it's not time for you to step away, she replied firmly. And if I were advising you, I would say absolutely not. Her reasoning was clear. You and Mark are in a groove, and that groove continues to work. Unlike Oprah's own show, which often tackled emotionally heavy and socially complex subjects, Live operates in a different emotional register. You have fun, Oprah told her. It's easy and it's light enough and serious enough when it needs to be, and it's not a grind. That distinction matters. Ripa's show is joy-forward, conversational, accessible. It offers viewers a break, not a burden. The weight of impact. Oprah's strongest argument wasn't about ratings or contracts. It was about reach. Don't let go of the platform that you have, she urged. Do not do it. Don't even consider it. Winfrey emphasized that Ripa's audience, the family she's built in studios and living rooms, is more vital now than ever. That perspective hit home, because Ripa has seen firsthand how much the show means to people, the hospital realization. In recent years, time spent in hospitals with family members gave Ripa a new lens on her work. When you host a talk show like ours, she explained, it is appointment viewing in all of those chemotherapy labs and all of those rooms where people receive their treatments. Her voice changed when she described it. The show isn't just background noise. It's comfort. It's distraction. It's routine in a world that feels anything but routine. It's not anxiety-inducing, she said. And so I have to remember that when I'm thinking, is it time? I have to remember that there are certain people that I will never know who count on me right now. That realization reframes everything. Leaving wouldn't just be a career shift. It would ripple outward into lives she'll never meet. A partnership at its peak. There's also the undeniable chemistry she now shares with Consuelos. What began as a guest host stint evolved into something unexpectedly electric. Their marriage brings authenticity to the desk, playful banter, inside jokes, and genuine affection. Audiences see not just co-hosts but partners. Oprah noticed it. You're in a groove, she said. And she's right. There's ease now. A rhythm built not only on professionalism, but on decades of shared life. That kind of on-screen dynamic isn't easily replicated. The emotional crossroads. So where does that leave Ripa? Celebrating, reflecting, balancing gratitude with curiosity. She's not packing up her desk. But she's also not pretending the future isn't open-ended. 25 years is a monumental achievement. Few hosts in any era sustain relevance, warmth, and ratings for that long. Ripa has done it by being herself. Unfiltered, energetic, sometimes chaotic, always real. Legacy in motion. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about Ripa's milestone isn't the longevity. It's her perspective. She doesn't see herself as the endpoint of Live. She sees herself as one chapter. And she wants the story to continue. That mindset speaks to something larger about her career, adaptability. From soap star to talk show host. From solo co-anchor to wife and husband duo. From rising talent to industry veteran. She has evolved alongside the show. What happens next? For now, the answer is simple. She stays. She celebrates. She keeps showing up every morning with the same spark that first captured viewers in 2001. But the door to the future remains slightly ajar. Not in urgency, in possibility. And perhaps that's the healthiest place to stand after 25 years. Not clinging, not fleeing, just acknowledging that life unfolds in chapters. The bigger picture. In an era where media consumption shifts daily and traditional television faces constant reinvention, Ripa's commitment to the longevity of live is quietly powerful. "I believe this show will continue on for as long as linear television exists," she said. "It's a statement of faith. Faith in format. Faith in audiences. Faith in the idea that mornings still matter. A milestone, not a goodbye." As balloons rise and tributes roll in for her 25th anniversary, viewers may feel a twinge of anxiety hearing her talk about not working forever. But this isn't a farewell tour. It's reflection. It's maturity. It's a woman at the height of her career acknowledging that no role lasts indefinitely, and that's okay. For now, she remains exactly where she's been for a quarter of a century. Behind that desk, beside her husband, welcoming America into her morning. And somewhere between the laughter and the coffee mugs, she carries both gratitude for the past and curiosity about the future. Because after 25 years, Kelly Ripa knows something many don't. Legacy isn't about staying forever. It's about building something strong enough to continue long after you're gone.